All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fights. And
as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Well, there is no denying this man's striking credentials. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
He has to. You know, this is what got him to the show. It was being able to use the hands to set up the kicks. We all talk about the high-level boxing background of this young man, but as he's developed great knees. He's developed great timing, great counter skills, and also the beautiful right high kick. The right high kick is something he hides very well as he follows with a jab, right hand, left hook. High kick comes over the top, and he can put you to sleep.
No doubt about it. He will try to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. More than 5 years apart, with similar height and reach. Now here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 13 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Vienna, Austria, Aleksandar Rakic! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record of 21 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Thiago Santos! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here. All right, crowd getting excited as this fight gets underway, and you hate to call any fighter on this UFC roster a specialist, but on one side, you have a definite striker taking on a true 5-tool player.
And you see a guy in the striker who knows exactly who he is. He knows where the fight needs to be. He knows what he has to do in order to be successful. Let's see if he can keep his opponent off of him.
Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Making all these shots count. Oh, straight right. Whoa!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. And he landed the right hand there.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Unable to land with that punch. Oh, that even hurts to watch. Huge kick to the body. And he lands a big left hand there. Out of range with that one. Just over 3 minutes to go, round 1.
There's no give on that leg kick.
Some fighters don't check a lot of leg kicks. That one was checked. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Maheta. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Wow.
Let's get the takedown.
Oh, straight right.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Strong kick to the outside of that lead leg for him there. You do not want to eat too many of those.
No, you can't. He does not wind up on that kick, but he somehow is managing to land it with so much force. Powerful leg kick lands.
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. And they separate.
They got him.
Oh, straight right. Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land from anywhere. Left hand punch from the clip.
They continue to exchange. Oh!
He needs to start looking.
Whoa! Oh, he dove and he lands. Wow! All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. And really starting to make these shots count. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Slips the punch nicely there.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks.
20 seconds left. Ten seconds to go. And they separate. Ooh, so a strong 5 minutes down. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
Awesome. Catch your breath. Breathe. Listen, you can do this now. He is ready to be out of there, okay? You can keep rocking. Ready? Ready?
Round 2 is underway.
I mean, he's cutting them down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, tagged him with that right hand. What a strike that was.
What a strike that he is landing over and over again. His opponent will need to make some adjustments. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Oh, that right thigh starting to welt. Some serious bruising going on here. Good defense to block the strike coming back. Oh, he lands another strike. Whoa!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Oh! Circling towards the left now. Oh, straight right. Oh, great head movement there. Slips his head off the center line, and defensively, that's exactly what you're looking for.
It's almost like he can telegraph when the punch is coming, and when he sees it, he just makes a slight little movement, right or left, to get out of the way and avoid those shots. big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Just out of range with the uppercut.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has...
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Both guys landing with conviction now.
Oh, nice right hand.
Get out of there.
Oh, huge head kick. All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a combo. I want the whole platter. Give him the whole platter, young man. Put some punches together. Make this guy take the whole thing. Give him more than one strike. You have now found a setup punch. The jab is landing consistently. Find something that's going to go behind it.
Oh, there he goes, attacking that lead leg to the outside. Nasty kick there.
Nasty leg kick. You gotta slow down your opponent. He knew his opponent wanted to move a lot tonight. This is the first step in getting him to slow down and fight at your pace. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt.
Just missed with the leg kick. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh! Oh, straight right. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit.
Look at the control of the posture as they land that knee.
Final seconds. And that's the end of round number 2. Oh, the round is over and blood is just fauceting out of this cheek. That cheek has gotten out of control. Cutman can only do so much, and given the fact that that cut continues to be attacked by the opponent, if this thing gets any worse, they're gonna stop this fight. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready? You ready?
Wow!
Oh!
He's got him hurt here. Back to the feet.
He didn't like that left hand.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh!
Holy smokes, he put him to sleep.
Well, he's up, but he is hurting for certain. The finish could come at any time. Oh!
Oh, he tasted that knockout life. He tasted the knockout life. He's done, he's done. What a performance.
Pinpoint strike to end this fight. It landed flush. I'm not even sure the opponent wholly saw it coming, and before he could recover, the referee was in to stop the fight. So a huge knockout victory for that fighter here tonight. Well, what a moment for him here tonight. A huge knockout on one of the sport's biggest stages. That is one